you once, and I'll tell you twice the way I feel.
Hi there, this is Theo right here on Shakedown with another episode. This is episode 19, and we are going to get right into it. Now, first of all, Burt Reynolds has passed away at the age of 82. He was most famous for being in The Longest Yard and Smokey and the Bandit, and he has been cool. He's a megastar, and I wanted to kind of think to myself, because all these legends are going, who's going to step up over in the next few years? I like to think people like Michael B. Jordan, people like God, there's so many right now that's gonna like really hit the next plateau of superstardom or megastardom. There's so many right now. There's too many for me to name, but there's so many. And I think over the last few years as well, we've seen a load of superhero films, and we've seen a bunch of people making kind of complex movies and everything. With the success of films like Get Out and Black Panther and everything else, it's kind of interesting to see that the future of Hollywood, I think it's going to step up over the next few years or so, because we're going to have people that's going to be doing diverse things. We're not going to have people that's sort of like a likable thing, and it's going to, likable and dislikable thing, because the directors kind of feel that they should put them in that sort of way, because it's like that. They like to do more challenging things, and the more challenging that they get, the more that they improve, I feel. Knowing all this, studying a little bit of drama myself, is that they have to kind of get into that sort of place, and they have to be kind of going out their comfort zone in what they're doing and everything. So I think, with Burt Reynolds passing, I think he would be proud and happy with the fact of where he was in his career, and what he's been able to do, how he's been able to open up the door for people to come through. I know that Hollywood at the moment is a bit of a stagnate because of scandals that's been going down lately, but I think it's going to be a good thing. There's too many to name from the top of my head who's actually going to be on top, over the next few years or so. You only have to look at shows like I think there'll be interesting people like, for example, I watched this show called Runaways, Marvel, and I've seen a few people that's down there, like Greg Sulkin, for example. He's going to be great. He's going to be good, I feel. And I'm watching, there's so much there's so much that I can actually see in people. Like, I can see some people can rising up and everything. So yeah, I think that Hollywood's in good hands. But let me know what you guys think. Who do you think is going to take over in the next few years or so? And just let me know what you think, because I think that this is a debate that we can all have, knowing that, yes, there's people out there, but there's up and coming people as well. So let me know what you guys think. Okay, staying with acting, Geoffrey Owens, he is one of the stars of the Cosby Show. For those of you who don't know, the Cosby Show was one of the biggest sitcoms in the 80s and 90s. It starred Bill Cosby, and he had a family going through problems, and in terms of black people in those days, it was really pushing up the boundaries of it was actually it was let me break this down to you. I think, right, the Cosby Show is one of the reasons why you see certain shows like My Wife and Kids, like One on One, that all paved the way for them to be in there. And you have them to thank for it. You know, you even got Raven Simone. She started in that show, and it led her to where she is now. So, so yeah, like Geoffrey Owens, um, like was being seen working in a convenience store in America, and it went viral because someone took a picture of him, and it went viral, and we had looked at that and think to ourselves, we don't know where these people are, we don't know what they're doing, you know. And he came out and he's working in the place just to make ends meet. That's the simple story of it. Anyway, so Tyler Perry, we all know who Tyler Perry is. He decided to give him a call and offer him a role on one of his films or TVs. Don't know what the details of that are yet, but it's a good thing that, you know, even he can actually have a knowledge branch, and he can have a second chance in acting and doing what he likes to do and everything else. But on the other hand, you kind of looked at it and you have to kind of appreciate that, you know, sometimes with fame and everything else, the way that things have gone on and everything, some people can handle it. Some people can handle it, and some people can just, like, do their own thing, you know. And I respect them for going out there, producing what they need to produce, and then they come home. They like to kind of relax themselves, take themselves away from the situation, and still be a normal person through it all. I respect those kind of people. And Geoffrey Owens is one of those sort of people. He's not out there just trying to beg for anything or whatever. He was surprised that he's even got this sort of attention, but he's welcoming it. He's appreciating it, and he's trying to take it in his stride now to actually say, all right, then I know what to do, and I can best negate myself through this situation. So it's a good thing what he's doing right there. Okay, so there was an interesting story that I found the other day, and it kind of warmed my heart, to be honest. Basically, what do you get when you have an elderly person and they wanted to go on rides and everything? You would actually think that it wouldn't work. It would not work at all, because, you know, they might have a dicky hip or something like that. But not Jack Reynolds. He is 106 years old, and guess what he done? He went on a zip wire, and he became the oldest person to do so. And the way that the video even went viral was so amazing, because he was obviously a little bit scared, but he was glad to do it at the same time. And it was a really interesting thing to do. Listen, I spent my time talking with the elderly in my job. I do that, and I speak to them more or less about, you know, what they like to do and how they like to do things. I try to kind of get to know them. I only can spend a few minutes with them at a time, but it's so interesting for me to speak to elderly people, especially elderly men, about what they do and everything. Some, they go off and they go on holidays. Some like to just relax and everything and be a grandparent or be a parent. Some are just like, you know, I can have a conversation about certain things and certain things in life and everything else. And I always get this kind of understanding about them. I love speaking to elderly people, men and women. I love that. I love that because they know everything that there is to know about the world. They've seen it all and done it all. You know, it's opened my eyes, to be honest, because when you look at elderly people, you don't think to yourself, oh yeah, they're decrepit or whatever. No, they've got so much more to offer. Despite what's going on with them, whether they're healthy or not, they've got something to offer them. You know, they got a lot more of a voice. They got so much that they could offer. And I urge any young person out there watching this video, go and spend a few minutes speaking to them, because they might have some funny stories to tell. They might have some good they might have some bad stories to tell, which you can actually learn from. There's so much you can actually learn. I've learned this from my grandparents, seeing what they've done, and I was seeing my great uncles and my great aunts, and I used to go and spend so much time speaking with them about certain things. That's why I kind of got to the phase where, if ever a girl actually meets me and they takes me to their parents to meet and everything, a lot of guys would actually think, nah, 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 nah. I'm saying, yeah, bring it on. I'm fine with it, because I have that not. I don't have that feeling of fear inside of me. I can talk to them as a normal person and be calm about it, and I got that sense of pride in myself to do it. So, yeah, go and speak to them. Trust me, it would work. But good on and Jack Reynolds to take on this trip. I don't know if he's actually going to go to Alton Towers or anything, but it was a great story to see. It's viral on YouTube. Go ahead and check it out. So yeah. Okay, that about does it for this episode for Shakedown. In the next few weeks, we're gonna get real. We're gonna talk real. We are going to speaking about one of the things I would like to speak about is sex and men's mindset towards sex. And I'm going to be breaking it down into different parts. I'm going to try and construct it in the best way possible. I'm also looking to get my first guest on, and it'll be an interesting talk because, we talk when we hook up, and there's never a day where we don't have anything serious to say. But when it's serious, yeah, we know about it. But there's good jokes. He knows that person knows who the person is. I'm going to get in touch with that person very, very soon, and we're going to sort that out. So keep it locked here. In the next few weeks or so, we're going to get real. We're going to talk more in depth about certain things that's affecting men today. I know I've done that in previous podcasts, but I'm going to be doing it sporadically over the next few weeks. So keep it here on Shakedown. This is the place to be for all help concerning men. And I hope you guys like what you guys have to hear so far. Go ahead, get on me at social media. You can find me, and subscribe as well. Let me know what you guys think of what I've been doing, and and I'll get back to you. I'd like to engage and see what you think and everything else. Let me know what you like to see. Let me know what you like to talk about, and I'll put it out there to try and talk about it. So until episode 20 hits next week, this is your boy Theo. Peace out.